Howdy folks, welcome to episode 90. Today we are going to paint the arch, and so I think before we get started here, I need to grab some food. Is it in here or here? It's in here. There we go. We'll grab some food, just so we don't have to worry about it once we get going. And the other thing I want to do before I forget is turn off the structural integrity just in case. And we're going to go... can even take off our helmet, and we're gonna go like, yeah, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go to devices and we're gonna do turrets. There we go. And then we're gonna launch our drone from there. And so let me make sure that I've got my my little radar up there. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get this thing painted, and let's see, it's kind of the middle of the night now, isn't it? You know what? Kind of thinking we should. I'm kind of thinking we should sleep first. So let's do this. Let's go over here and let's make it morning time first. There we go. And now we can actually go and try this again. Access. There we go. All right. So yeah, we can figure out what we're going to do as far as, let me see, we need to go medium and whole block, and I'm going to figure out which of the things are like smooth and shiny, and I'm thinking this one's not really going to work very well, but I want something that's like smooth and shiny, and so we'll figure that out. We'll figure out what's going to work best, and you know, I'm kind of thinking I should paint everything black first, so that we can actually, yeah, let's do this. Let's paint everything black, so that way we can figure out what's going to look good and shiny on that. There we go. Is that medium? Yeah, okay. So the other thing we want to do is, I think what we'll do is we'll put up a symmetry plane, and that's going to be this way. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put up a symmetry plane, and we're going to get all this stuff painted, because then once we get this painted, we can do the whatchamacallit. Yeah, once we get it painted, we can do the figure out which textures are going to look good. So we'll get this going here, and yeah, so I'm not sure what else we're going to do in this series. I'm kind of thinking that I'm about done in this series, and I'm basically trying to figure out what I'm going to want to do until Alpha 9 comes out. Probably going to play some other games and probably do some like building in Empyrion, some creative mode stuff, because like one of the things I need to do is I need to get this stuff onto the workshop, and because you know, people have been asking me to put it on the workshop, and I've been wanting to do that. It's hard to do that when you know you're going to be changing it still, and so because then you have to you know, when I put stuff on the workshop, I want to actually put pictures and everything, and so, you know, screenshots and all that, and so it kind of sucks when you know you're going to be changing it, and all your stuff, basically all the stuff you did to put it on there, because it usually takes me like 30-40 minutes to put something on the workshop. It's not just push the publish button, you know, and so yeah, I put it up there, and then it's like, you know, a week later I change something and it's no longer relevant or whatever. So yeah, I've been waiting till, you know, we finish up the build here. Are we missing all that stuff? Yeah, we are. But yeah, I've been waiting till we, you know, finish up the build here to do that, so that you know what, let me do this too, just in case we get any wandering drones. I know we haven't had any like ever, but yeah, so that's one of the things I need to do, and I can do that on, you know, between seasons kind of thing. And there's, you know, some other games that I wanted to do and everything too, so maybe we could do some of that and just do 1 or 2 Empyrion episodes a week instead of, you know, the usual, like me trying to cram as many as I can into my release schedule. So yeah, that's, I don't know if you guys have any other ideas on that. I mean, I haven't played the shooters for a while, Quake and Unreal. I'm kind of wanting to play those. And let me get that block right there. Why isn't it painting? Why isn't that block painting? That's weird, isn't it? Let's see if it'll paint when I do this. There it goes. Okay, that was really weird. Alright, so we have these. And, oh, you know what we need to do is we need to still do this stuff. So one of the other games, you know, I do some racing games that I haven't played in a long time. I used to play Trackmania and stuff. I might do that. Might do some more, what's it called? No Man's Sky, because people have, you know, people have actually bought that now that it's on. I don't remember when the Steam sale ended, but yeah, it went on to Steam sale. So, and it was half price. It was $30 instead of 60, which is a lot more reasonable. So, yeah, Hurley and the kids got that, so they've been playing. So maybe we'll do multiplayer even. Maybe I can do some multiplayer with Hurley one of these weekends. But yeah, there's that, and there is the pilot simulator. I might even, I mean, now that I've got a joystick and stuff, I might even do like get a modern flight simulator. I haven't played one since I think '99 was the last flight simulator I played. MS Flight Simulator '99. It's been a while, and you know I always enjoyed those. So here we go. We've got everything painted, and but yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for games that you think I might like, you know, you've seen what I play and stuff, the shooters and the simulators and stuff, flight simulators, and I like piloting stuff, and so yeah, any of those, if you guys have any ideas, because you know I don't, honestly I very rarely actually go like on the Steam looking at what games even exist. So we can do this, and I'm not sure how good this is going to look because it's not shiny at all. And then we can try, I'm thinking this one is really shiny and it might not show up in black. Oh yeah, that's shiny. Alright, that already beats this big time. So let's go like this, get this painted a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I mean, that's going to look cool from a distance. Now, the other option we have is, I'm not sure if any of these wood things will work. Let me try. See how the wood's going to be. No, it's not shiny at all. It's just kind of dull. And I'm thinking this one might. Okay, so we have this one. I think these are our two main candidates. So we have this one here. Let's go like this for a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got these two. So I want to see how they look from a distance too. And we'll see what they do. See what we can get out of these. And I know the sun's shining from the other direction too, so may or may not see that. So it's a little shiny here. Where is that? Where'd it go? It was just over here, right? And I can't even tell. Wow, that was interesting. Did you see that? Right there? Oh, it's the bottom of that. Okay. Yeah, I can't even tell which one is which. Where did it change? So actually, it looks like the marble is even shinier. I think we're going to go with the marble. So we're going to do that. Let me double check and see if there's anything else. The other one that's really shiny is this one here, but that's the problem there, is it does that. So I'm kind of, and I don't want to have to worry about aligning those either, is the second problem with that, because the first problem is yeah, is that it has those lines and everything. But yeah, okay, let's see. We'll get, yeah, the first problem is it's a little bit too bright, and then when you get away from it, it's probably going to start doing mooring and stuff too, unless the anti-aliasing is really good. So I'm going to get these painted up here. So I'm going to get this texture all on here, and I will be back in a second. Okay, so we have got this all painted up, and I think it looks pretty cool so far. And then the next thing I want to do is we want to figure out, we're going to go to small and only one face. And so what we need to do is come up with something for lighting, and I'm thinking one of these two. for the inside, you know what we might be able to do is we might be able to do this on the inside. So we're going to go like this, and you know what? I need to do the thing. But yeah, we can do this on the inside. And let me get symmetry axis over here so that we can do this right. Let's see. Let's go like this. Symmetry plane. See if that's even close. Is it? Come on. Let's see which. No, that didn't even go in the middle, did it? Okay, did that? No, it didn't. All right, we're going to have to go set it. So let's go up here and see if we can get it to center. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do our... oh, I was pretty close. I was pretty close there. I was only off by half a block. Okay, we'll set it right there. And then we can do this. There, like that. Okay, and we're going to have to come back up because the ones are going to be flipped. These are all going to be... yeah, all the other ones are going to be flipped. There we go. So we get all the verticals, and then we can flip all of them. There we go. There we go. All right. And then we can get these all the way down. Okay. So then we can do that and go back up here. Make sure we get all of these. Let's paint this one back to that and that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll get these. Whoops. I wanted to do that. There. And get all these. And then we can paint them on where I think we're going to stick with our yellow theme, as always. And then we can figure out what we can... I've got an idea for the outside, so we'll see if we can get it to work. Because I probably want to put a strip of these along the outside. A strip of lights anyway. And we might even put some lights on the side. We'll see. So yeah, there we go. That looks cool. Okay, and something missed over here? Or is that just the ones that I painted black? Okay, so we're going to paint these yellow. So we want to do small and... oh, that's going to be that awful yellow. What if we do that? Okay, that's much better. And let's try this. Not sure which one of those I want. Not sure which one of those I want to do. I think this darker one. So that's this one. Yeah, I think we're going to do this darker copper one. There we go. So we can get all these lined up. And is that just, that's just the angle. It's interesting. It's the angle of those blocks makes it look like it's totally different. And we'll get these, and then we'll get these textures worked here. So that, and wasn't there one up here? Yep, there's one up here. And then we can go like this and get the rest of these. And then on these ones down here, I'm not sure if we can... That was interesting. I'm not sure if we can get... Here, let's get this painted first, just before I forget. Okay, it is that. That's fine. It's just the specular on it. Okay, and then we'll get this back to black. Whole block. Okay, so now on this, we want to do... Is there a... I think we want to do something like... Oh, good. We can even do this. All right, so we're going to do this on this one, and we're going to go like this to get this a couple of blocks away so we don't mess it up when we go to medium size, right? And we're going to go like this. Okay, and then we're going to go to medium and see if we can do this. There we go. Much better. And get to all this. Because yeah, if we try to paint these other blocks, it's going to do that, you know, it's going to be a different texture. It's a different page and everything for that other for the combat steel compared to the concrete here. So that is the last side. Yeah, okay. So we got all the... Did I just go underneath? Yeah, I did. Well, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Wonder, it's, you know, it's funny. It's letting me go to here, but not past that. That's really interesting. Okay. We can get the rest of these down here, just in case they become visible at some point. Am I going to be stuck now? Nope. Okay. So we've got that, and then we'll see if maybe we can do something. Let me see, small. We don't want to do whole block. We can maybe do this. Just so that if somebody plants this and it's a different, here, let's get small, that, dark one. Yeah, if somebody plants this in the ground with a blueprint or whatever, and this part isn't perfectly level with the ground, it's not going to look horrible for them. And why is it looking like this isn't painted over here? Why does it look like that didn't work on this side? What's up with that? Is it... Oh, it's missing... Is it really missing blocks? Okay, so I have concrete blocks and armored concrete. What are these ones here? Are they armored concrete? Yeah, they are armored concrete. Okay, so we're going to go like... we're going to go like... I'm kind of thinking I should even, you know... I'm kind of thinking I should even put like the combat steel blocks, but... because then we could continue that theme. But I think we'll just do the concrete. And we're going to go like this. Oh, you know what? It was armored concrete, wasn't it? Armored concrete. And we're going to go like this. Okay, and then we can paint these, this, and then we can do this side. Where'd it go? Like that. And that. And then we can do this and paint the rest of this black. And then we're good. Got that and that. Okay, so now we've got the inside. I like that. That's going to look cool. Hopefully it'll get to be nighttime. We'll get some darkness so we can see how this is going to look. So what I'm thinking on this is possibly... Oh, you know what? We missed a spot here too, apparently. That's interesting. And we missed a color there too. There we go. Maybe see if we can get under the ground. No, we can't get under the ground on this side. Oh, there we go. We can get under the ground. That's hilarious. Okay. So, is that combat steel right there? Container? Really? That was weird. That's really weird. I don't even want to know what's going on with that. I don't even want to try. I'll probably crash it or something. Okay, so what I want to do is on this side, and instead of having this, I think we'll maybe try this, and we're going to go small. Yep. We're going to go like this. And do that on both sides, maybe. Nice. Okay. Well, we found the bottom, right? There we go. And then we're going to go like this. Like this. Whoops. And then we can paint. Let me get this one back. Do, whoops. Whole block. Nope, it still didn't let me. Okay. Whoops. This. There we go. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we can do that and we can make it all the way up to the top and it'll eventually meet at the top. But I think that would look cool. So let's try this and see what we can get it to do. I mean, we could probably try that too, but no. I want the single strip because I want the single strip to combine into two. Ah, it's doing whole block. Okay. Didn't want to do that. Let's undo that before we get going. And then we can go like undo that and select that. Okay, there we go. So now we've got, and then we can go like this. Whoops. And like this. There we go. Get all these. There we go. Okay, so then it's going to get thinner here. And it's going to come up to, you know what, before I do this, too much more of this, let me make sure this is going to work with the yellow. Kind of. Let's see. Yeah, that one's way too bright. I don't know. We might be able to do that. We might be able to do that in the bright yellow. We'll see how it looks. Because I mean, that's what I think what we did on these over here, on the trim on that base, and it looks okay. So we'll see what we can do. So we'll get these all the way up, and then they're going to meet with. They're going to meet with the single. No, I think they're still going to be 3 wide all the way up, almost to the top. But yeah, I think this will make it look really cool from a distance and stuff to have this. There we go. And go like this. Get these flipped around. Whoops. Get all these up here. I think I've got a couple blocks that I need to fix, don't I? Yeah, I've got this one I need to deal with. It's like every block is reversed from the last one. There we go, and then we can go like this and go all the way across the top with that. Okay, so we could do that and then see how this is going to pan out. And let's go like this, and do we have, yeah, we have combat steel. Let's see if we can get these blocks in place here. Whoops. Is that right there? Yeah. So it's this, 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 and then we can go like these. Yeah, I think that really improves the look. So we're going to go paint these in with this. And I'll have to double check the other side and make sure that it is matched, and then we can get the rest of these painted up. And then we'll see how this is going to come out. I think that'll help from a distance. I think too it'll help to make it a little bit smoother and stuff. Let's double check the other side before I go too much farther here. Make sure that these all have those blocks in there. Yeah, they do. Cool. And the other thing we might try is putting something on these. I'm not sure. I kind of like that it's just the silhouette sticking out, that you can't really tell what it is. They're kind of mysterious spikes. And we might even do some up here too. But I think we're going to do a plain version first, and that'll be something that we can do in the off season. Is we can get start trying different variations on this and see how they look. And the only problem with that I found is that if you have multiple variations of the same build on the workshop, then you end up with, it's really hard to get any attention for them unless you get a whole lot of downloads. And basically, if you have 2 of them, then you're splitting all the downloads. People who are going to pick one of them and not both, and so you're competing against yourself when you do that. And so it just makes it more difficult. There we go. Okay. It just makes it more difficult to get those things noticed on the workshop. And it's not like it's super important to me, but it is important a little bit, at least. If I put all my stuff on the workshop and they each get 2 downloads, it kind of sucks. It's it's not as fun. It makes it like, well, why? I'm still going to build it anyway, but putting it on the workshop, putting the effort into putting it in the workshop is kind of, it feels like a waste to put in all that effort and not get anything out of it. Why is that different? Why is this one here What is up with that? There, okay. Not sure why it did that. All right, so we've got those, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take off the whole block. We're going to do, I think I want to try full yellow on this, because we're going to see what it looks like from a distance. Whoops. And then we're going to compare. I think what we'll do is we'll do this side on the bright yellow, and we'll do the other side on the dull yellow, and then we'll fly away and see which one looks better. So let's go like this. See which one is gonna work. There we go. This is easy. Wish all painting was that easy. Yeah, usually it gets really painful trying to paint sometimes. Let's see here. There we go. Get that one? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so let's back off here. Let's turn off the symmetry plane for a minute, and we'll back off here. And we'll see how those are going to look. I just wish there was a way to get the bright yellow. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get that bright yellow with the... you know what? Let's even do this. Yeah, I'd like to be able to get the bright yellow along with the black, but you can't do that, so unfortunately. All right, let's try it from here. Whoops. Let's take a look. I think the trim is okay. I think the trim works. As far as making it visible and stuff, I think that looks cool. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, and that really highlights. I don't know. I like the way that looks, like along here. I like that. I like how that looks along with the rest of the build. It really looks nice, and it isn't that stair-steppy. It's not as blocky looking as you would expect. And you know what? Let me see. Am I okay? I'm good on fuel. I totally forget about putting fuel in these things, and then all of a sudden I remember when I'm like crashing to the ground, and that's not good to do on this planet. But yeah, let's see if we can get some nighttime coming up here, and we'll see how these look. Honestly, I don't think there's too much difference between the bright yellow and the duller yellow, except I do think the bright yellow looks better from this distance when you get back here. There we go. I just need to be careful about going straight down towards the ground using the vertical down. The down key, as opposed, the down thrusters, as opposed to the, pointing yourself down. I think you guys have seen enough of that in this series. Yeah, I think the brighter yellow is going to look better on that. So we will just paint it with the brighter yellow. Let's go like this. As long as we're out here, we'll just park out here and do it. Let's see when that thing pops in. Is it going to pop in? Wow, that detail is so... you need to be way closer than that. All right, does that... Okay, looks like we're stable here. All right, it's not gonna like tumble and everything. There we go. Turn that. Okay, and I hope I can actually reach the side of that with the drone. I might not even be able to reach, because yeah, you know what? We're gonna take the ship back. I'm not even gonna do that. We're just gonna take the ship back, because yeah, I'm gonna have to move the ship like 50 times. You can see where I came out. That's where you despawn the drone. It leaves that little light there. And if you and if you do that where you're building, you want to be careful, because if you do that where you're building, there's the other one, the first one. So if you do that where you've got a build going, it won't let you place blocks that intersect with that. So you do need to be careful about that while you're building, if you're using that trick. And let's go like this. Like this. I mean, I could even go to the lower... I could even go to the lower hangar and fly in there too. Come on, there we go. And fly in there too, but I kind of like having this here. And then we're gonna Batman this thing around. So I'm holding the auto level key while I do that with the keyboard. Auto level and then use the arrow key. If you do that, you can turn around. It's pretty cool. You can spin it around Batman style. Okay, let's do this again. Go into the cannon turret. There we go. Let's do that. And we'll see if we can get this other side painted. Symmetry plane. There we go. Okay. I just love the floating light in the middle of the air. And those, you actually have to go back out to the desktop to get those to go away, by the way. Just an FYI. Now the other thing that might be cool to do on this is to use these blocks right here. Is to basically replace those with alien blocks. And do that. So, I mean, that might be kind of a cool way to do it. And I think I might do that in the, you know what, with the alien block, can you do anything that's super, no, you can't do anything that's super shiny. So the trick on that is that you wouldn't be able to paint the sides of them in this nice specular, all that stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think we're gonna do, is it just me or did that change? Let's see, let's go like this. Did it change? It's just the angle. Okay, it's just the angle. It's weird. All right, so let's get these painted, and we'll see if there's anything else we can do on here. Because I'm kind of thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do the sides or not. We'll try some stuff on the sides. See if maybe we can get a few highlights in on the sides to make it look cool. But I'm kind of thinking it'll be too much. We'll see if this, because I like the subtle, just the subtle line on here as opposed to the giant, instead of the whole thing being yellow, then it's just, you get too much yellow and then it's, you know, basically a giant yellow arch instead of a giant black arch. So I want to avoid that. All right, let's double check and make sure that this side actually took. Yeah, it looks like it did. Okay, good. All right, so we've got that. I could probably do a couple of spots here. We could probably do these to get some more, just a little bit of yellow highlighting here. And maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe some of these sides here that we could do something like this. But I think from any angle you're going to end up with the ability to see something of the highlights. And I'm kind of thinking that's better because what we've got here, I'll show you what I was thinking, is we could do something like this. Let's try these. Whoops. And something like this. You know, we could do something like this on the side of it and then paint it yellow. Let's go ahead and paint it yellow. Like that. And so, you know, this would be more of a visible thing, and it may or may not match. I don't know. These are pretty subtle too. Because the thing is, if you do this and you do that all the way around, then you're not adding anything to the shape. You're not adding visibility to the outline of it, because this already does, the yellow ones already do the arch. So yeah, I'm thinking we're not going to do that. And actually, I think that's going to be it. Let me clear these back out. So we're going to do whole block and that. But yeah, I think we're done here. I think I'm satisfied with how this is looking. And so yeah, that's going to be it for episode. Let me do this. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 90. This is 90, right? That's going to be it for episode 90. Join me in episode 91. And I think what we'll try, let's go take a look through the window again. And I think maybe we're going to, we've got to do a little bit more decoration and stuff. I like how that looks from here, the outline of it and stuff. Looks really cool. But yeah, in episode 91, we're going to do this disco over here. I think we need to get the disco fixed up before we call this base done and see what else we might have to do. But yeah, I mean, this is just empty right now. We do need to put like in a bar and all that And I might even come up with an idea for another tower, so if anybody has any ideas, let me know. And what I want to do for the blueprint is, I know I just said I didn't want to split it up, you know, make multiple blueprints, but I think each tower, I'm going to do a separate blueprint for each tower, and probably do one of them all together, obviously, but then we'll do a separate one for each tower, so that if somebody just wants to use one of the towers and then make their own base just out of that tower, that's fine. And then, you know, probably during the what were we calling it, the between series thing, what we can do is we can gut each of these towers and make each one of them self-sufficient and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 90. Join me in episode 91, and we will see you then. Later.